Hey guys. Sorry for taking long. It is 9:11. It's a lot of animal neediness, and I was also gutted to eat more food than I anticipated. And then stop, chill out. And me just walking around fast. You need to chill. You need to chill. You need to chill. Hey, me just walking around fast. She's just going nuts. Like she can't just sit there like a normal cat. Me just walking around at a fast pace gets her all freaked out. And then the more she does that, she got Pretty Boy's attention, and then he went after her. He has this thing sometimes, not usually with her, but they were rumbling under my coffee table. Full on going at it. He was going at her. What sucks is I only have like 3 rooms, basically. I have my bedroom, which Rosie and the 2 other females are in, one of which likes to also gang up on her. Here, you see how well this is going over. And then out there where the other cat is. That's basically my choices right now. And she's tripping out because she's in here. Why are you doing this? You need to chill. You're not thinking clearly. I know, babe. So she just got hit with a whole bunch of nasty energy. She's super, super sensitive. I'll be back, guys. Okay. I'm really sorry about that, you guys. It's kind of been the theme of my day today with the animals. They've been really, it's been more, this is something I wanted to talk about in the live, was it's been more like full moon energy feeling, the new moon energy feeling almost, because it's right on top of this portal as well. So from the start this morning, it was just, she was in a thing with Gilbert, I think. Was that today or yesterday? I think I'm pretty sure it was today. I don't know. The days are kind of running together with all these animals, to be honest. But anyway, so I put her in my room. She's underneath my bed. That's where she, that's where she's going to feel the most safe right now. And I'm pretty sure that Little Bear is going to leave her alone. Oh, thank you for your hugs. Okay, so once again, sorry about that. It's been one of those days. And I'm just going to try to clean up here energetically. I try to do a quick clearing and healing on her, but it's just kind of too much going on. I got to wait till she kind of diffuses a little bit. And I'll do that later. This whole transition with all these cats she doesn't know in her home with the move, it's been extremely challenging for everybody. But she's very energetically sensitive. Let's just put it that way. Okay, so let's get indoor space here. I'm gonna move this just a little bit. I didn't really get the chance to do this earlier because all hell broke loose. Hopefully not more happens, and if it does, you guys have to understand the circumstances in which I'm in, and coupled with the fact that things like to kind of get up in my way when I get into these spaces. I usually don't have that many challenges because I am very protected and guided. However, it does happen. So, anyhow. All right, so I want everybody to get in a nice, comfortable seated position. Now, whatever that may be for where you are right now. So if you find yourself in a car or sitting on a train or a subway and you can't be full on like in the cross-legged Zen position, whatever, your meditative position, that's okay. You can still sit there just like in a chair. That's in fact what I'm doing right now. I don't have the option to really, I don't want to sit on the floor, and I'd have to do a whole bunch of stuff for that. I've thought about doing it, but I'm not doing it. The important thing is that you're comfortable, that your butt, your seat, your pelvis is nice and grounded and supported, and you're not in any kind of stress or pain in your joints, especially your hips. And your knees, anything, your back, your lower back, anything that's going to fatigue you. Okay. So I'm counting 4 people in our divine sacred space. I want to thank you all for being here. Thank you for your patience and your beautiful energy. If you are joining us at a later time, you are here just in time. This is April 5th for the new moon. Some of you have already transitioned into the 6th. So this is our gathering for our astral. I ask that everybody take nice, controlled, slow, deep breaths. Let's set your own pace here for about a minute. I know, I certainly need it. There we go. If we're feeling any tension or stress, we want to acknowledge that in our bodies, our energetic body, our spiritual body, etheric body, physical body, etheric body, auric body. I lost track of my bodies. But what I am being guided to get your attention to focus on and to really start to feel in starting at your core, your solar plexus, your navel, is we're going to turn on and start to activate your crystalline body, your crystalline structures, and your DNA and your blood and your everything has been changing from carbon based to crystalline based. And when I say crystalline, I mean literally crystal at a very micro level. Instead of being carbon and organic, it's more crystalline. And so for those people who have and are activating and continue to activate your crystalline DNA, this is what is part of the healing process. The more of the crystalline DNA that is activated in your cells and your blood and your entire system, the more dense, negatively charged energy is released. So those two things can't really occupy that same space, not on that kind of level. So you naturally, as you heal, you become more crystalline. As you become more crystalline, you heal. And it just bounces back and forth. So think about your crystalline structures in your body. They've been activating every day, all the time. Some days more than others, whatever. But imagine your crystalline body. So I know a lot of times we focus on our energy and our energetic bodies. Take another deep breath. Think about your crystalline body and what that may look like. Typically, when we are thinking of our crystalline body, it is that very pale violet, but it's opalescent and luminescent and really, really super shimmery, and it's shimmery with like whites and coppers and golds. And so it's not a color. It's like, imagine a lot of different types of crystals that are like rainbow and opalescent, and so kind of like a moonstone, and like we heard about today with Morgan. Yeah. And what that is in your body. This also makes you stronger, makes you reverse the aging process. It naturally has you lose weight that you don't need anymore. That isn't just like what some people are just naturally bigger people, whatever your natural, state of what it should be really begins to take form the more crystalline you become. It's also how you remain at a high frequency because you physically changed to match what's going on with you energetically and spiritually. So it's a real physical process. This is also why we feel physical symptoms. It's not just energy. It's about physically changing from one type of human being to another. Human beings haven't evolved at all since they were created, and they were created by beings who changed the human being's DNA, and this is what set off a lot of different things in motion. We're not going to get into all that right now, but humans have not evolved since they were created. They've figured out things, but they haven't changed until now as we change to crystalline. So you are a part of the first wave of humans who are physically evolving. We can see it in our skin and in our hair when we shine and shimmer like never before. This is not something that is a theory or an idea. It's something that many, many people have and are experiencing. And the reason why we're shiny and shimmery is because of our crystal DNA, our crystalline DNA. It's not just, ooh, that sounds really cool, being crystalline DNA. Ooh, it's real. This is why we also feel different, process differently, get over things differently, and all sorts of stuff. Figure things out differently, understand things differently, know truth and false differently than before. Excuse me. I've been talking a lot today. So if you have a crystal nearby, you can feel free to open up your eyes and reach out and grab it if you so choose or so guided. If you feel guided to get up and go get a particular crystal that's calling to you, by all means, please do so. I will wait. So I want you to think about really activating your crystalline DNA. So get back into thinking about those colors, thinking about being a crystal made of an infinite amount of crystal, generating and regenerating and changing in your body, and think about the color of that and how that reflects light and how you feel inside and what you may be guided to think about how you may continue to feel in the future because of these changes. Every time you are in a high vibe moment, every time you push away negativity or reacting negatively, and sometimes it's, we're human. So sometimes that happens, it's okay. Just don't dwell on it. Don't multiply it. Just get past it real quick and whatever. Send love. The most and best thing you can do in any given moment is to feel love and send love. And know that as you do that, you're adding to this process in your body. You're allowing for that process to take shape and take form. And when you think about doing that and activating, this is why we've been talking about activating lately. Things being activations and activation days, and it's because there's more light coming in to help us transition our bodies from carbon to crystal. So activate that. Think about that. Think about activating that more in your astral when you go to sleep, when you meditate, when you look at crystals. Imagine and think about yourself and your body. Spend time looking at your skin and your hair and your nails and your eyes and whatever in the sunlight, especially. Spend time in the sun. As we were told not too long ago, just spend at least 20 minutes per day outside. If we can get sunlight, that is even better. Earlier in the day is great, but anytime. So make it a point to do that. This is part of your self-care, your whole taking care of me and me being a priority and taking all this stuff super seriously. Again, the message comes as an awoken light warrior, whatever that means to you. You are one of integrity and authenticity, of truth and light, one that seeks to right wrongs and help create and facilitate justice and knowledge. And as you are this light warrior, your duty to yourself becomes a priority, and your understanding of others and feeling love, giving love, receiving love, evolving, changing, adjusting. This is to be your main focus. And the angelics are here and say hello. We're going to speak as a collective at this time. Hello, dear ones. We are the collective of angelics, and what this means is your guardian angels and the archangels, as well as the dragon fae. Some are considered angels who have crossed over from your living life in this time. Those who were particularly close to you and vice versa. These people are also considered angels if you choose to consider them angels. They are part of this collective. And for those asking, do animals count as part of the angels? Yes. In their own right, absolutely. If you have had animals and pets in your life who have crossed over, and you are especially connected to them, and they come to you and you feel their presence and they offer you love, and you can share that energy with them, and they helped you in your life. They were there for you in very specific moments. They're absolutely part of your angelic team, yes. And they always will be. And for some, they will come and revisit you again in a different body. They can do this much more easily than those angels who incarnate and are in human form who cross over, who are either incarnate angels or angels incarnate, or those of different origin who you would consider to be angelic. Either way. It's a little bit different and more complicated, especially the way humans live and die in spans. But it does happen, absolutely. However, for animals, it is much easier. And they have contracts with you that, which means they are to spend time with you in different times in different bodies and help you in different ways. And vice versa. You are to help them as well, obviously. We are here to remind you, dear ones, as your angelic collective, again, guardian angels, archangels, dragon fae, and the others, as we've stated. We are here to remind you that we are here. We come to you in different ways, and now more and more. We are helping facilitate your healing. We are here to have you focus on possibly different aspects of your body, different injuries or feelings in your body, maybe old illnesses or diseases, maybe spots of energy that are being brought into your consciousness once again in one way or another. And this is to help you release this energy so you may become more crystalline, as we were discussing earlier. So you may feel that or be experiencing that more. Maybe even old or persistent symptoms that were of the past may be cropping up. Sometimes this can bring us into different periods or feelings energetically, and this is for a purpose for you to focus and then release. So as you tend to your body that may be acting up in certain ways, this is only us helping to show you in different ways and to focus on your physical body as you transition your energetic body. This is to make it easier for you. So please do not ignore these things. Do not see them and feel them in fear. See it as an opportunity to once and for all get over the trauma of these experiences so you may heal on a deeper level. So you may tie off and cut off the energy that may still be feeding in some way, on some level, within your vessel. Also, we are here to remind you that you may always speak with us and have an open dialogue. Please think of us as best friends, your true guides and guardians. You can choose to build a relationship with us in a very, very real way. Talk with us all the time. Listen, ask questions. We will be giving you answers in different ways. We also come to you through the voice of other humans. You have to recognize if you all have us and we all work together, then we all can maneuver you in certain ways to help each other. For you all to hear our voices clear, even if we don't sit and announce that we are the collective of angelics at any given point when your neighbor is speaking to you and you hear it as truth. As the card said earlier, clairaudience is about listening, whether it's from the divine and in your head or from other humans. This can also happen in the form of song, movies, television shows, and different ways that you can be communicated with. You have to be open to receiving these messages. They come in forms of writings, numbers, frequencies, sometimes song, lyrics, patterns, shape, the use of nature and Gaia. We work together, of course, extremely closely. So the more open you are to receive these messages, and today being the day of new moon, as we are rising with you into a new time and dimension, as was discussed today, we want you to understand all of this takes form with a specific destination in mind. The more that you are aware and conscious, cognizant, participant in it, the more of it you get to experience as being the creator of that for yourself. As we said earlier as well, the more seriously you take this, truly the more fun you will have. The more you will see what there is to see. And trust us when we say we are always so happy and excited to show you more and more. As you're ready, as you develop, as you evolve and change. As you go about your journey. And there is always, remember, dear ones, no right or wrong. No too early or too late. Please know that to be true. The further you go upon your journey, the easier it is to see and be more patient. Feel the energies of the push and the pull. As we have told you, it is very important to use the energies that you are afforded here and the things like the beautiful moon and its energies as it waxes and wanes. There's so much information there for you to use like never before. Please always use it. And when it comes to romance, dear ones, romance yourselves. Love yourself. Give to yourself. The more you are in this alignment of loving you, feeling your soul, bringing magically, magnetically, more and more of your soul family into your universe and your world, the more you connect, the more love there is in your world. Naturally, through this evolution, those who are meant to love you on any and every level will. And the more you go about your journey, the more you will be open and receptive to this love. The more you will be able to give and receive of this love, whether it is a passionate, orgasmic, type of love filled with romance. And that is not to say that every day is perfection and there aren't hardships in that, because there are. But for those types of divine unions in which a lot of you think about, long for, wonder about, or have decided to leave behind, it truly is all up to you. But no matter what is in store for you shall be. And no matter what, you should love yourselves more and more and connect more and more with your souls so you may feel that love. You are a projection, an incarnation of your soul in your body. As that projection, you may travel through this time, through your space, through your world independently, completely, or nearly so. Or the opposite of that, connected deeply to your soul. So that projection progresses every single moment of every single day. Remember, your outer world is your inner world projected out. Same goes with your soul. The more you open up the lines of communication, the more you throw open the door to receive, the more of this you will feel. And the natural progression of who is best suited to love you. And from this point forward, your journey is one of growth. So many lessons have been learned. Not that there aren't more to learn, of course there are. But now is a transition. Growing pains are over. Please also take the time to sit in meditation daily, alone or in group. You may do this guided or on your own. Ask questions. It does not need to be too complicated. Meditating truly means being open, to open yourself up, to release and to receive, to become into balance and flow, to be aware of your bodies, to become centered and grounded and shielded and know and feel the clearing that you establish in your own energy. All of these things and more are readily available to you through this practice of meditation. It is so much easier than most people think. Please use the energy of this new moon, dear ones. And every night in your astral, ask your questions before you go to sleep. Remember, we are here to help filter through the energies, to help keep you in alignment with what you are to do, even in your astral, to take you where you are to go. And as a reminder, meeting with Jesus in your crystal should be a priority and something that you are very intentional about. If you have not yet done a drawing of you in your crystal with Jesus, please do so. We remind you again because we know for some of you this has yet to be accomplished. And once you do and you put it up in your divine sacred space that you are creating every day, it will help solidify the practice. And we are always there with you. Please seek out those who can help you, help heal you, help guide you. That is what they are there for. Please know none of you can do it alone. Remember, unity. Strive for unity. Strive to connect with Gaia, with each other, and always with yourselves. Thank you, dear ones. We are so happy to be here with you and for you always. Again, please speak with us often. You will hear us. We love you so, so very much. Hello, loves. Infiniti back again. I love speaking for my collective brothers and sisters, the angelics. I want you to return your attention back to your body. And I want you to think about what it would look like and feel like if you were out in the ocean. Know that you are perfectly safe. You're on a boat. And I want you to imagine the bright full moon and how big it looks there while you're on your boat in the ocean. I want you to feel the waves, feel the mist of the water, smell the ocean air. Any of Gaia's beautiful creatures and otherwise that are in the oceans below you, offer their love and support. And again, you are perfectly safe as you look up into the sky and visualize and see the bright full moon. The air is clear, the sky is clear, and you can see many, many, many stars and constellations. The water is calm. The air feels perfect on your skin. And I want you to visualize how the moon goes from full to completely dark into the new moon, as though it was happening over the course of an hour. And you can watch it. So that would be about 1.2777 degrees every minute as you sit or lay comfortable in your boat looking up at the moon, as though it was a very slow eclipse, and then it just stays dark. You can still see it. It's very faint though. And how the surroundings have changed now because the light source is gone from the moon. You still feel perfectly safe. You can hear things, and your eyes adjust and you can see more as well. Now you can really see the stars and the constellations. You can watch the shooting stars, you can see the satellites. You can become more and more aware as the galactics start to make their appearance and move within the stars at different speeds and in different trajectories to get your attention. The collective of galactic speak. Hello, beautiful humans. Those of us that are in human bodies, star seeds, hello. We want you to know that we are here in different dimensions, helping Gaia, helping you in your astral time, connecting with you, giving you downloads, sending you messages as well. We work with the angelics. We are different though. The messages, the downloads you receive from us are different. We offer our support in different ways. While angelics help you connect more and more with your ultimate soul self, we help you remember your other incarnations as beings in different time and on different planets. We do this so it will help you there in this lifetime. This is information that you have always known you would be getting. So again, it is one of remembrance. Symbols come into play a lot. If you are especially guided towards fractals, geometric shapes, sacred geometry, these will help activate downloads for you in your wake and your dream states, your astral states, and your states of meditation, just as you were and are to spend time connecting with the angelics. It would be beneficial, especially if you feel the pull from us, to spend time specifically to connect with us. You do meet with us quite often to answer your question. You spend different moments in time with us, and especially in your astral and dream states. We do come to you symbolically as well. So at times you do quite literally meet with us in our dimension. Sometimes we are projecting from our place in either your universe or beyond. And sometimes we are actually physically very close, and astrally you are projecting there. So both of these things do happen. Again, symbols will come into play. These are activations. You may also be creating them or drawing them as you see them. You may be seeing symbols hidden. Also activations, messages hidden. Sometimes from long ago, sometimes from the same day. When they were created really does not necessarily matter. If you have further questions, please leave them and we will answer. Thank you. We love you. Hey there, loves. This is Infiniti again. I'm being told that as we give messages for the galactics, especially, they do send very clear visions to you individually. So if you do need help deciphering anything or to remember, please try to remember and at least either write something down to help you with the visualizations. This will just help solidify them as they come to you. And also to do this as soon after your dream cycles. So again, I want you to remember how this channel of messages have come through from the galactics as we are looking up into the stars on this beautiful night in our boat where the moon is dark and we can see the stars, and they started moving for us so we can be more aware of them. And then they came to speak with us. So as time goes on and the moon goes from dark to light in these next few days until the 19th, where it gets full again, when we're in the middle of another gate of trajectory and timeline, remember the messages that were given to you tonight and in the days preceding, or if you were guided in different ways to remember, to review, remember Also, writing, creating, this will help. Listening again definitely will as well. Seeking out information, coming to me directly for messages, and leaving your questions for us all. I want you to take one last look around into the night sky. Look at all the stars and the constellations. If there's any messages or downloads you are to receive, please be open at this time to receiving. Again, all of this is to help you ascend, clear, heal, release, balance, receive, and to solidify more and more into your crystalline body. To receive more love and messages. So please, in these next few days, have all of this, and especially you, taking care of you, following your inner guidance, intuition, psychic impressions, knowings, whatever that may be, honoring them, your authenticity, staying true and truthful. Always be in loving spirit as best to your ability. Try not to judge. Don't be ashamed of anything. For the next few moments, I am going to be quiet so you may receive any messages. And then we will get back into body and say goodnight. Okay. One message that I was given to share with you all is to remember the use and being guided to use and acquire crystals, whether it's ones you find along your walks or at the beach or lake or river, creeks, wherever, as you're guided to pay attention to rocks and crystals or petrified wood, whatever that may be, but specifically of the crystal nature. If you're guided into stores or find things, we would like to remind you at this time to make it a point to acquire a moonstone if you don't already have one. And just crystals in general, whatever you're guided to. And truly, any type of crystal does count. So that can also mean if you see a pair of earrings or a necklace that has a pendant or is made of crystals, or even also if you see shells, anything from the sea. So like being told like what would be called like sea crystals. So it's like things from the ocean or rocks or crystals from the ocean, shells, things like that as well. Okay, so family, thank you so much. I want you to take a few deep breaths and really feel your energy. I want you to think about negatively charged energy really dissipating from your systems, from your field, from your body, from your energy. Just washing away. And really turning on and up the activation of your crystalline body. Really feeling all of that beautiful light, that energy. This also really makes connecting with Gaia as you become more and more crystalline, as that fortifies and gets stronger and more active in your body. Connecting with Gaia is a direct effect of that on very, very intense levels, more and more. And also being with her, working with her, healing with her, spending time with her, has the direct effect to heal her and you, and to help in this as well. And as we talked about, all of that is connected. So it's really important to be aware. So as you come into awareness of all this in your body, just come back into your body a little bit more and more. At this point, you can either just slip right into sleep, turn off your devices, come back and leave your comments in your live tomorrow, or you can continue to wake back up into your body, feel into your body. Slowly feel around and, excuse me, into your space, into the room that you're in. Breathe in that air. Feel your body, come into your body. Open your eyes when you're ready. If you are, I will hang out here for a couple minutes and wait for people to materialize. And if no one does, that's fine. I will say goodnight. If some of you do, that's great too. No pressure either way. I thank you for being here. I love and honor you, and infinite love and blessings to you. Don't forget, the key is to create, and I love you already. Nighty night if you don't come back. Alrighty, so we're at 1 hour, 3 minutes, 5 seconds. Oh, 5 people are still here, 5 likes. What time is it? 10, okay, 10:13. April, you're welcome. There we are. Willow, you're welcome. Karen, thank you, Infiniti, for being a vessel for the positive light spirits to give us the needed info. Aw, you're welcome, honey. Yeah, absolutely. You are welcome. Thank you for being here to receive. It makes what I do, even if there's just 5 of us, and even if, you know, ultimately there's only 10 at this time, it is absolutely my honor and my mission to do so. So I'm so happy that you guys are here with me. Thank you. Thank you for being here, for doing this, for listening. Again, reminded to tell you guys to listen again if you can, just to hear everything again. Stuff does not always stick. Oh, the first time. So you're welcome. Thanks for staying up late. If anything comes to you, any questions that you may have, we heard specifically tonight from our angelics and the galactics. So that was really cool. Ask question, highlight. You can smell the ocean water. That's awesome. It definitely feels different. I could feel it too. That like ocean air, misty kind of when you're out like that like ocean smell. There's nothing like it. That's so awesome that you could feel it. I'm not sure what you mean, Willow, about ask question, highlight. Oh man, I got the yawn. Ooh. Or you'll ask a question. We are guided to ask our teams. We were guided to ask our teams questions. Yes, absolutely. Good night, honey. Good night, April. Thank you for being here. Remember, you guys, if you can please come back when you're in the mood and, you know, conscious and stuff, to leave comments about the astral. That helps other people. And if you have questions or remembrances after a night of sleep, to share that in the comments so other people can read it too and be part of the conversation. So yeah, ask questions. I like to remind people, if you ask questions to your spirit tribe sincerely, like you sincerely want to know stuff, and like, you know, what's the meaning of life? What am I doing here? Those who tend to be like the first questions we tend to ask, not necessarily expecting an answer, but they do come. So if you know they're here to help you and, you know, ask questions, they will answer you. So, yeah. Alrighty, guys. I want to say good night because I've got the yawns and I've got to go see my babies and check on Princess. She was really upset because Pretty Boy attacked her, which really fucking sucks. So I gotta go deal with all that. But anyway, it was a pleasure. It was awesome. I was excited to do this astral. I didn't think it would be so late, but I never do, and it usually is. So there we go. I will put more in the comments. There's so much to tell. Oh, I'm so excited to hear. I'm excited to hear what anything anybody has to say about this astral. It was pretty awesome. I got it, you know, from my perspective, what I was being shown about the whole like full moon to new moon to full moon, and the messages. So yeah. Sweet. I'll give an update on Dreamtime. Yes. Thank you so much, you guys. All right, guys. Mwah! I love you. Have a wonderful rest of your night. Go to sleep, rest up, take care of yourselves, love yourselves. I love you. Big, big, big hugs and kisses to you guys. And I will see you again soon. Probably in the next few days, I'll plan a more general live. All right, guys. Mwah. You always get really interesting dreams. Oh yeah, totally. I feel the same way. I do too. So yeah, I'm excited to hear about that. Ready for sleep. I know, me too. Big time. It's going to be easy to go to sleep. Easy. Love you. Mwah. Bye. Nighty night.